Welcome to Research Business Daily Report, where market researchers come for news, insights, and commentary about the field they work in, market research. And we provide them with real knowledge and important information that impacts them both personally and professionally inside and outside their current place of work. Today on RBDR, a potential breakthrough in advertising campaign effectiveness measurement from Joel Rubinson of Joel Rubinson Partners. RBDR is sponsored today and this week by RFL Client Consulting, which we've created to assist both client market research departments as well as research agencies. We do so by relying on our 23 plus years of up-close and personal experiences that include over 300 interviews with client and market research department heads, as well as over 1,000 agency executives who've discussed situations and problems with us about the industry. And what can we do for you? Well, we have just a short list so far, but how about helping you with your public relations effort for new products and services? Do you know how novel they really are, and do you know how to put it in words that will attract the attention of the press and the industry? We think we can help you there. Then how about the value that we might be able to give you in assisting with work with your procurement department, helping them to focus on what matters to you in research agency selection? It certainly is not the same thing as purchasing pencils. And while we're talking about agencies, how about supplier selection? We've got great familiarity with so many of the industry's research vendors, big and small, niche and full service. And so your research parameters that we can attach to those can put you in a better place when it comes to not only your core agency players, but your agency selection for projects. Those are but a few of the unique client consulting services that we've so far identified, and we're in the process of perhaps trying to find some more. But the bottom line is, we think we can elevate your research effectiveness and efficiency, whether you're on the client or the agency side. So find out more about RFL Client Consulting by visiting our homepage at rflonline.com. I love to learn about problems that the research industry is having, and I particularly love finding out about research issues before anybody else. And of course I do so because then I can bring it to the attention of RBDR viewers and readers of our market research newsletters. So I almost rubbed my hands together in glee a couple of weeks ago when I read the blog that had been written by Joel Rubinson of Rubinson Partners. He explained some new reasons that he said he has discovered through new trackers that have shown a metric that can help solve advertisers and advertising researchers' measurement about the effectiveness of their advertising campaign. I spoke to Joel about this work, got to understand it a little bit, and its conclusions, and then I asked him if he'd be good enough to share it with us via Skype.
Thanks, Bob. Yes, today I want to talk about why marketers habitually get the wrong answers, the wrong guidance about advertising effectiveness. Marketers are caught between the need to drive short-term ROI and the belief that too much short-term focus could mortgage their brand's future. But they don't trust the answers they get, and for good reason. They keep getting the wrong answers. Marketing mix models only tell you what drives weekly sales and always favor promotion. Brand trackers, even worse. They measure the funnel, but who knows how consideration today translates into sales a year from now. And really, does anyone's brand equity metric ever move? Why is this happening over and over again? Because our research is flawed. Something is missing. So I want you to think about consumer journeys. Trackers should segment category users into two groups, actives and dormants, but they don't. If they did, marketers would realize, first, nearly all short-term sales come from the 5 to 10% of consumers who are actively shopping. And on the other hand, nearly all long-term effects, to the extent which they exist, which I'm sure varies, come from the consumers who are dormant. We don't measure this way, so marketers don't latch on to this. So marketers, should 90% of ad dollars go against dormants, which is mostly what happens when they only account for 10% of your short-term sales? Well, then what is the right mix for your business? And researchers have the same type of question. Should 90% of tracker interviews go against dormants? This all sounds like a lot of waste all around in an era of precision targeting. Now, for the last few trackers I designed, I analyzed actives versus dormants, and something amazing happened. We discovered a new metric that reflected brand equity and was also predictive of upcoming sales. So lo and behold, management actually paid attention to the tracker again because the short-term connection of the metric to sales was clear and any longer-term benefits were properly weighted. Understanding short versus long-term advertising effects doesn't start with creative. It starts with consumer segmentation based on journey stage. When you realize this, it will change everything. How you think of the full effect of advertising, how you set media plans, how you create and deploy creative assets, and how you measure campaign effects. That's what I think. How about you? I'm Joel Rubinson, and you can email me at joel@rubinsonpartners.com.
Our thanks to Joel for his time, and I'm linking to his blog so you can read for yourself about the breakthrough that Joel says he's been able to bring to pass. That's your Research Business Daily Report. We've been sponsored this week by RFL Client Consulting, designed to help market research client research departments as well as research agencies. Please visit rflonline.com to learn more about this client and research agency consulting service. We hope that you have a great research day and that the rest of this work week is a good one for you. Please enjoy the upcoming extended Labor Day weekend. We're actually going to take off next week, Labor Day week, and we'll see you back here on Monday, September the 11th with RBDR.